Welcome once again to Common Sense Matters with Kelvin. I welcome you today for a beautiful topic. We are going to be running on this ASAP. Welcome once again. Remember, this is where we reason. Yes, we come here to reason so we can understand things the way they truly are. Come on, let's go. Today, I want us to look at unhealthy competition. Yes, unhealthy competition. And when I say this, I believe we understand. Competition is something that we know. People do it everywhere. Competition is something that we grow up knowing. Sometimes we do them knowingly, sometimes we do them unknowingly. But here today, I want us to look at some part of it somehow, not holistic, because it's a very big topic. You can't even exhaust this. But we'll look at few things about it, get to understand one or two, then we'll move on from there. Competition is something we all do. And for those that doesn't understand what I mean by competition, because a lot of persons know what we're saying. But for those that doesn't understand, we talk about those things that you do, those things that we do to probably to be better than the other person or better than the other one. Sometimes it could be called competition, yes, because you're trying to be better or you're trying to smart or do anyhow, but you understand what we're saying. So that's what we mean by competition. So competition happens almost every sphere of life. Yes, and commonly, the word that everyone will commonly understand is in sports. Everything you do in sports is competition. Yes, someone must win. Yes, someone must come first, second, third, like that. So this is competition. So everyone want to, secure a position for himself. That's where the competition comes in. So now, why are we talking about it? Because it is something that we do, and now we are looking at unhealthy competition. So what does this mean? So that means some competitions that we do are actually not healthy. When I say not healthy, as in they can make you sick. Yes, unhealthy competitions can make you sick. Yes, it can be. That's why they call it unhealthy because there are healthy competitions. Yes, there are healthy competitions. I can give you examples of healthy competitions. Like everything you do in sports is competition and it's a healthy one. Yes, because when you come out of it, when you finally win, you become better emotionally, psychologically, physically. You become better. You become a better person after such competition. That makes it a healthy competition. But unhealthy competitions, if you eventually wins, I'll tell you this, you'll be battered. Yes, you won, but completely battered. Yes, that's what happens when you engage in unhealthy competition and you eventually wins. When you win, check yourself. You must have been battered because it's an unhealthy competition. So let's drop it. Let's look at it closely now. I want to give us some examples so we can understand what we mean by healthy competition and unhealthy competition. Let me start with the unhealthy competitions to start with. Or rather, let me start with healthy competitions. Yes. Like the ones you see in schools growing up, secondary school, yeah, for example. This is when you usually come out first position, and before you know it, another student now start taking first. You now come second, maybe third. And your parents were like, what is going on? You need to work on your studies. And you improve on your studies eventually. And with that, you now come first again. Yes, it gives joy, you know. And before you know it, you go back second, third again. And you study hard, work hard, and you come back first again. While you're doing this, you are competing. Yes, this is competition, but I tell you this, it's a healthy one because you will come out better, stronger, psychologically, emotionally, even the joy you have when you come up with first, everything put together will make you healthy and a better person. Yes, it's a healthy competition. This is one of them. There's another healthy competition I'll tell us here, but this time on an international level. Many of us know the word billionaires. Let me use Jeff Bezos, for example. We all know Jeff Bezos, the Amazon chief. We all know Elon Musk, the Tesla chief, right? Fabulous. Now, these persons engage in a competition. Around 2017, 2018, thereabout, Bezos was the richest man in the world. Around 2022, Elon Musk took over. Within 22, 23, Bernard Arnault of France took over from Elon Musk. Before the end of 23, Elon Musk took it back again as number one. So this is competition. But I tell you, it's a healthy one. Very healthy competition. You know why I say so? Because what they do, when Bezos become world richest, Elon was working on what he could do probably to be bigger and to be number one. And he did that, and he became number one. Now, Bernard of France also did what he did, worked on his own project, whatever he did his job well, and he became number one. Elon Musk, on the other hand, who dropped to number two, now started working hard. You know what they do whenever they drop. There's one thing they usually do. Anywhere in Europe, America, and all the part of the developed world, there's one thing they do. Whenever they go below in a competition, do you know what they do? This is the time they invest in research. Yes, this is the time they invest in research so they can find out what is that thing they can do, what is that thing they can add to be better than everyone. And during the course of this research, they're really going to come with something good. And by the time they come with that and put it in place, they become good again and they become number one again. This is healthy competition because after this, you become better because you must have learned, you must have improved, you must have discovered ways of growing. It makes you better. You come out better person after winning when you engage in a healthy competition. But unhealthy competition, I tell us this. They call it unhealthy. It's truly unhealthy. For example, I use myself here, for example. If I became so carried away, probably, pleased by the fame of, let me say, some world best footballers, for example, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi. I use them for example because we all know these guys are professionals in what they do. They are maestros. I call them maestros because they are good in what they do. They are professionals. They are masters in what they do. Yes, sir. So if I get so probably maybe pleased with their fame, or maybe out of greed or jealousy or envy, and I want to play football, chance to see if I can get at them. Probably if I come to take number one, maybe I want to be the number one footballer. And I start practicing. That is my time. And I started digging every morning, jogging and all that, learning. Eventually, I will learn the football. Yes, I will learn eventually. Yes. And I'll go to the pitch to compete with Ronaldo and Messi. I tell you this, it's going to be sorotic. Very sorotic. Yes. That's unhealthy competition. Yes. Very unhealthy competition. Have you seen a black man, a very wealthy businessman, a black man, for example, and all of a sudden, the next businessman now grows bigger than this one? Have you seen them in competition? Have you seen how they compete? First of all, they will label you a cultist. Yeah, you belong to one thing or the other. First of all, yes, because your business cannot just grow like that. But what they forgot is people research, people think. So when people research and think, they come up with something good. And you that cannot research nor think, all you could say is that they join some occultic groups, right? Yes, we do it. I don't know how we reason, but that's how we say it sometimes. So that kind of competition is going to be unhealthy because he's going to be doing a lot of things. just to get even or to come back on top. Either going to join one society or the other, or trying to kill the other one, or trying to frustrate his efforts, or trying to sabotage his business. This is our own version of competition somehow when it comes to big business. I just said something about Elon Musk, Bezos, and how they compete. They compete in an intellectual way because, they want to grow. They go into research, get to find out that thing you will do, that additional value, that additional taste, that thing you're going to add to your product or to whatever you do to add value to it, to make people, value it more than every other one. Once you get that, once you do that, you'll attract people. So there's no magic, there's no jazz, there's no occultic, there's nothing about it's just common sense. Just common sense. Yes, that's what it is. So when people work hard and get the result, others will think they must have done something nasty or sinister to get that. No, there's dignity in labor. Hard work pays. Yes, it does. So what am I trying to say? Whenever we compete, please let us choose to compete healthily. Let us choose healthy competition because it will make you a better person. It will make you come out stronger, better than you were. Unhealthy competition kills you faster because it's going to demoralize you, it's going to make you feel low of yourself, low esteem, and a lot of stuff is going to happen to you because you are not what you are supposed to be. You are not where you're supposed to be. You are not doing what you're supposed to do. You're doing the wrong thing. And you will come out nasty. You will come out wrong as well. Because you can never be good after such competition. You can never be good or well after unhealthy competition. So please, when there's we want to compete, please let us choose healthy competition because it's good for us, good for our health, good for our brain, good for our general well-being. Thank you very much, and I see you in the next episode.